So yesterday I bought a book on social anxiety disorder, also known as SAD. And as I started reading it, I had to refund it right away because I don't think that that's what I'm dealing with. It started talking about, like, are you shy? Do you feel like the weakest one in a group? Do you feel like you can't be heard amongst a group of people? And do you see people doing things that you can't do when you're in crowds? And I'm like, nah, I'm definitely not shy. You know, I definitely don't feel like the weakest in a group. I'm never afraid to speak up. Nothing like that. I'm not afraid to go up to somebody and talk to them if I need to. But I think that I'm dealing with some sort of social anxiety, which is a little bit more complicated because I have been noticing I'm suffering from really, really bad anxiety and like panic attacks when I'm around family and friends, which is really weird. You know, I've always been a very outgoing guy. But I think that I'm dealing with some sort of disorder where it's just like this, it's almost like hyper awareness or like, or just overthinking maybe. I'm definitely overthinking, but basically what's happening to me lately in the past few weeks, maybe months, is I'm starting to notice myself having really bad anxiety attacks, borderline panic attacks when I'm around people, friends and family type people, not strangers. Big crowds, I kind of, feel anxious, but it's not like I don't freak out. When I have friends and family over at my house or we're at dinner or something, it's hard. And I don't know why. I self-talk so much that sometimes I confuse myself. And that's kind of why I wanted to make this video today. Have you guys ever gone through that before where you feel like really bad social anxiety, but only with people you know? Like, how weird is that? It's like the other day I had to literally hide in the restroom because my mom and her boyfriend and a couple of my brothers were over, and I just felt so overwhelmed, man. Like, I feel like everybody's looking at me for my attention or my energy, and like, maybe that's the way it's always been, where my energy is the strongest in the room in certain situations and everybody looks to me to lead them. And maybe I'm totally wrong, and maybe I'm just, it's just some bullshit, some crybaby bullshit. I don't know. But I'm curious as to what you guys think. Have you guys dealt with anything like this before? Because this is one of those things I'm really getting to a point now where it's starting to like affect my marriage and shit like that, because my wife is very outgoing. She's an extrovert. She enjoys hanging out with people, being around people. And I don't. I really do not. If it was up to me, unfortunately, I don't know when I'd really see my family or my friends, And I know that that's unhealthy, and that's really why I'm making this video and why I've been trying to get past it and figure everything out, because I know this is not healthy for me or my family. And it, like I said, it's getting to a point where it's becoming an issue for us. So, yeah, man, I think that possibly what's happening is that there's all these unsaid things with people I know that we've never talked about. And, there's a lot of things about myself that I am trying to run away from and trying to get past and be better at. And I think maybe these people who have been in my life for years since I was a baby, possibly maybe just like remind me of those parts of myself. And it's like a constant reminder, or like it's constantly bad vibes because they're such huge reminders of who I used to be or who I'm trying not to be. And then, I fall back into those old habits because it's such a strong reminder of who I used to be. I don't know, man. There's probably a lot of different issues. I think maybe a lot of it has to do with my job and the fact that I'm not really interacting with humans anymore, I think that there's a bunch of different issues as to what this thing that I'm dealing with is, and it's probably higher than my pay grade, maybe higher than yours. And I think it's finally time that I start talking to somebody who can just tell me the right questions to ask myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I am aware. I'm able to take fault. But just point me in the right direction. Tell me which questions I should be asking myself. Tell me which questions I shouldn't be asking myself. But yeah, man. I've always thought about when I do go and do therapy about streaming it or like recording it and uploading it for you guys so you guys can kind of learn from my sessions. I think that'd be great. I don't know. I'm already going too long. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Sorry I didn't post anything yesterday for 420. I actually did, though, on the Mind Control podcast. If you guys are interested, check that out. Search Mind Control Podcast 420 Special. It should pop up, or a link will be in the description. We watch Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke. So, yeah, man. Sorry for promoting mind control and everything I do. It's just what I do. Love you guys. Have a great week. And let me know if you guys have dealt with what I was talking about. Any advice would be helpful. And, yeah, I'll see you guys on Thursday for the podcast. Oh, that's tomorrow.